Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this super easy gory look perfect for Halloween using 3D FX transfers. First, taking the Naked Heat palette with the shade Source as my transition shade and a Look Good Feel Better tapered blending brush, I work this shade into my crease. Next, taking the shade He Devil with a unicorn crease brush, I work this into my crease, working the shade up. I then go back over with my blending brush just to blend the shades in. Then taking the shade Infugo, I then blend this to depth in my crease using another unicorn crease brush. Then taking the shade Ashes and a round brush, I work this into my crease to really depthen the shades. I then also place this all over my eyelid, giving a really nice smoky eye. Then taking a NYX black pencil liner in jet black, I put this through my waterline and work it through my bottom lashes. I then take the shades I previously used, blending it into the liner and down. Then taking Kat Von D's tattoo liner, I just add a little bit of liner just through my top lashes just to make my eyes look that little bit bolder. Then taking Illamasqua's Mascara in Raven, I work a little bit through my lashes just to give them that little bit of curl ready for falsies at the end. Now for the fun part, taking these 3D FX transfers in Gouged, I quickly wipe over my skin with some micellar water to ensure it's free of any makeup or oils. So firstly, you want to peel the plastic that has the FX from the transfer paper and turn this over, pressing it onto the glossy side. You then want to press these down and get rid of any air bubbles in the packaging or around the FX. Then you want to carefully cut out the FX that you want to use, making sure you keep away from any edges of the FX. Once you have your desired section, peel the plastic off from the FX and place this onto your face where you want the wound to be. You then need to wet the back of the FX so that it will adhere to your skin. So I took a wet sponge and dabbed over, making sure the whole area and all of the edges were wet. Once you are happy that it is wet enough, wait 30 seconds before peeling the transfer paper off. Don't rush with this and take your time, as you want to make sure that it's stuck properly. Gently peel the transfer paper off from the wound, and if you have any loose edges, just wet your fingers and lightly dab over, pushing them down. I just went over lightly with a damp sponge, not applying too much pressure as I didn't want it to lift at all. I then just repeated the same steps with the smaller FX wound on the other side of my face. I then took a couple of these shot and stab tattoo FX transfers. These are just like the temporary tattoos you had when you were little, but just a little more gory instead. As these are smaller than the 3D wounds, I held the section up to the light and drew on the back. This was just to make it easier to give a more accurate look of where the wounds were going to be placed. These are applied exactly the same as the 3D wounds, just by wetting the back of the transfer. Make sure the whole area and edges are wet and then wait 30 seconds again before removing. Again with these, if you have any edges that aren't stuck, just gently dab over with wet fingers just to make sure that they are all stuck properly. I wanted to add some bruising to make the skin around the wounds look more realistic, so I used a Nye Bruise Wheel and used the red and burgundy shades, just patting around the edges. Just to take my skin tone down a little, I used a Makeup Forever foundation stick and with a unicorn concealer brush, applied this to the areas of my face where there was no wounds. I did do this a little backwards, and I would usually add the foundation before the bruising, so I just touched up any areas that needed it after. I then just used some RCMA no colour powder just to set the areas of foundation, and was careful not to go over the 3D wounds because I didn't want to lift them. To make the wounds look extra effective, I added some blood in and around them. I used the blood which was also from Angel's Fancy Dress, and it is by far the best fake blood I have used. The colour is much more realistic and has a nice consistency, so it isn't too runny. You don't need to add as much blood as I did, but I wanted them to look extra gory, and I do like to be that little bit extra. I patted some blood into the skin around the top of the wounds, which just acted as a red bruise gel. This just gives an effect around the wounds to make the skin look really sore. I then used a NYX Liquid Suede Cream lipstick in Cherry Skies for my lips, as it is a lovely dark red colour, and because even zombies need lipstick on point. To finish my look off and to still look glam whilst looking dead, I added some unicorn lashes in Twinkle and then some blind Mesmereyez contact lenses which were from Hunt or Die. And here we have my finished zombie look, super simple for anyone wanting a gory look this Halloween. I will link the transfers and 3D effects that I used below. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye!